Have you ever found a Minecraft bug that didn't make any sense? Well, I have, and today I'm here to show you a bunch of new bugs in Minecraft Bedrock Edition that make absolutely no sense. You can try any and all of these at home today. They're all super strange, and I think you're gonna like it. So, let's just hop into it. I present to you the floating villager. So this is a villager in a minecart, and as you can see, there's absolutely nothing underneath that minecart. You can put a block there, there's nothing. It's magic. It's actually so cool. So what it is it's a bug. Of course, you know what channel this is. If we unflick that, bam, villager comes back up. Look how amazing that is. We flick it again, and then it teleports back down. It is crazy. So as you can see, the minecart is floating, and it actually cannot take any damage. So as you can see, the villager is completely fine. This is amazing. The minecart is still there. Man, this is gonna be so good for trolling. So this is kind of a weird bug. As you can see, it actually does work. Now, it's kind of a visual thing. If we punch right here, there is nothing there. And if we punch down here, well, it killed him that time. But anyway, what I'm trying to show is that if you actually stand right here, then the minecart comes back up. It's so weird. I have no idea how this works, but it's amazing. And this also works with boats too, apparently. So if we flick the lever, it'll occasionally go down, as you see there. So you can have two things in the boat. So of course, the first thought that comes into mind when I see this is, how far can we push this? When it comes to player transport, this could be fun for so many different things because you can go through the floor, right? So if we just sit in here and power this, and occasionally it'll send you down. It's not like completely, you know, reliable or anything, but now we're hidden underneath the floor. If nobody knew better, they would never find you. Unless they see your name tag. But we're not thinking about that right now. So, of course, we gotta try the obvious. We gotta see if we can get into the void with this, because this is so cool. So here we go. Flick the lever again. We're actually in the void. This is amazing. How do I get out of here? Yeah, so you might want to have a second player or maybe get this thing on a timer. But yeah, you can actually go into the void in Minecraft Survival using this thing. You don't take damage right beneath the bedrock, and neither does the minecart. So as long as you don't, like, actually get out of the minecart, then you'll be fine. Oh, I'm not fine. So we're gonna do this the smart way. I put a lead on the boat and then tied that to a fence, and then if we send it through the bedrock again, we'll see it in the void. Now, if the lead is bright like that, that means that it actually is in the void. If it's dark lead, that means it's stuck in the bedrock. You gotta try it again. But anyway, as you can see, boat is down here. It should be ideally a block lower so that you're not suffocating, but now we can actually leave this down here, and if we break that piston, as you can see, it does come back up. So this is literally a prison. You could trap your friends down here forever, and there is no way to escape that does not include dying. Because this is bedrock. Like, you're not getting out of this. Maybe if you had some tricky Ender Pearl knowledge or whatever, but you know what? That's just too much skill. If you enjoyed that bug, you're really going to enjoy subscribing to the channel. I got so many more crazy bugs I need to show off in future videos. This is a huge new bug in Bedrock that I haven't seen anyone talk about. It is absolutely bonkers. So if you have a hole dug, for example, Minecraft can just forget and then render all the default generated chunks there, and then all those chunks unrender, revealing the hole that you dug. It's just crazy. So that glitch actually happened to this area, and it has a permanent effects on the maps. As you can see, like, these are locked maps and they still render in the terrain. So it is so weird. Look at that. It's like a circle around where the player is. This world is pre 1.18, so that means that this jungle is actually an icy biome in the new updates, which I guess is the reason why we have this new bit of ice. If you've seen this bug in your world, let me know, because I've not heard like anybody else talk about it. There's a bug with Bad Omen that you might not know about, and this can really catch you off guard because it starts 2 raids instead of 1. So every time you kill a pillager captain, you of course get Bad Omen. That can start a raid, but once you finish that raid, you still have the Bad Omen effect, and that actually allows you to start a secondary raid. So as you can see, we don't have any Bad Omen effect on us right now, but if we were to leave this area and go to another village, we would actually start another raid. As you can see, we just started a new raid. I have not killed another captain. I didn't have bad omen, and we're kind of getting a 2-for-1 here. So make sure that you are very careful when you are exploring the world. Maybe you should have like another place to go to see and test if you have bad omen. This has started so many accidental raids all over truly Bedrock, and I'm sure in so many other worlds as well. Basically, any world that has, like, you know, a raid farm is probably going to have this bug happen to them. Now, of course, on the bright side, you get 2-for-1 raids. So if you really like raid farming, this is going to be great for you, and especially for people who have stacked raid farms. This next bug is definitely a little bit exploity, but it's not very powerful at the same time. So all you need to do is grab yourself a boat, and we basically needed to have an air block underneath it, so inside of this location, there cannot be any blocks. All we're gonna do is drop ourselves a gravity block on there, and as you can see, that sand is starting to shake. Now, this does have the potential to act as a gravity block duplicator or gravity block farm. It's just kind of a horrible one. But what it's actually useful for is the world's most annoying sound machine. This is what I'm talking about. And you can add more to it. You can keep stacking these things up. So I think I love it, and I think it should stay in the game, Mojang. I can't hear my own thoughts, but I think that this is a great feature. If you ever want to turn it off, you can just like put a block right there. Thank you. Oh my god. So yeah, have fun using this with your friends, and if you want me to try and make a good gravity block farm out of it, let me know in the comments. I don't know if I will, but there's potential for kind of a horrible farm. So you guys know how on swords, Knockback 2 can actually knock back mobs, because, well, that's the whole name of the enchantment. Anyway, so normal amount of knockback will launch mobs like, you know, 6-7 blocks. That's pretty normal, but on Bedrock Edition, it's special, because of course it is. So what you can do is you can actually stack up the knockback. It won't take additional damage, but you can get multiple knockback hits in. So if I just spam this button, as you can see, I can launch it like 25 blocks. So yeah, if you're really good at spamming that button, you can get a cow like 25 or more blocks away from you. And of course, this applies to any entity, players, or any other mob. Just have fun with it, really. You can really see how much damage it does to the tools, though. It just completely rips through it. Of course, you know, I'm using a wooden sword, but still, I'm not actually hitting the cow that many times, but it's still taking durability damage for each knockback hit, from the looks of it anyway. And now for some quick-fire small bugs. If you're flying in creative mode, you can't repose an armor stand. You have to actually leave flight mode and be standing on the ground like a peasant, and then you can actually change its position. Sometimes when you're going through a nether portal, it'll make like 100 footstep noises. It's really loud and annoying. Sometimes when you're fishing from a great height, the items that you're fishing will just get flung into a super random direction when they should come directly to you. I wasn't able to reproduce this, but I think it's either a console or a server-only bug. Let me know if you've ever had this one happen to you. Bubble columns are a little bit broken. You can actually swim down them. So if you enter a bubble column from any height except the top of it, you can actually immediately go into swim mode, and then you can just stay stuck here. It's actually kind of great. Now, if you go up anymore, then you won't be able to get back down, but you can use this for like elevators, and you can have little stops inside of your bubble column. So you can use one bubble column to get to multiple different levels of your base, or whatever you want to do. This might actually be really useful for you, or you could just kind of prank your friends by showing them that the bubble column is broken and confusing them, because this makes no sense. A weird quirk of the crafting system, if you have an enchanted bow in your inventory, it doesn't matter what enchantments are on it, if that bow is before an unenchanted bow, you will not be able to use the dispenser crafting recipe. As you can see, we can craft a dropper, but dispenser is down here in red. If we click on it, it says that we don't have a regular bow in our inventory. So if I pick up the enchanted bow, as you can see, the dispenser icon's actually going to turn white, and now we can craft ourselves a dispenser. The reason why this gets really annoying is because even if you have that unenchanted bow in your inventory and an enchanted bow in your hotbar, you still cannot craft a dispenser. It's slightly broken. maybe they should just make this recipe not grab enchanted bows. So if you've ever noticed that you can't craft a dispenser, well, that's why. If you enjoyed any or all these bugs, then consider dropping a like on the video or maybe sharing it around so that other people can enjoy the bugs too. If you're new here, then definitely subscribe. I got so many more good videos on the way. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you down in the comments and in the next one.